Okay, Coach. Well, from a place that's officially been recognized as the loudest venue in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium right here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the Kansas City Chiefs. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Yellow, there's a little lady. 54. Cut. Check.
On first down, Taylor. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Check hello.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long, an early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
3rd play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jordan. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain.
15.
Mahomes now on first down. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 30.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Mahomes firing complete, and they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man, maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
They'll run on first down. Taylor. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 20-yard line.
Line 54. Let's go one more.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Gets this one to Hill. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's third and short.
Yellow. Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's first and goal.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Yellow. There's a line 80. 54. Line 54. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. Check 37. Check 37. Hey, Ripley. 43. 43.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And it's caught. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. A marker down. He does get it up past the 25. Will it hold? Let's see. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
The face mask moves him all the way out past the 40 now for first down. They'll run out of the gun with Michel, and he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
On the ground, this is Michel, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. 1, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd and 13. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual-type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Taylor. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Yellow, yellow.
They'll come out in the pistol. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now here's Mahomes. The quick slant caught. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those...
And it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Taylor. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, Riblin. Right there. 54, right there. Yellow. Here we go, let's bring it.
Throwing now is Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
A pass down the middle is fought for and hauled in. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 36. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. Call it a gain of 5, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Michelle, and he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. The Chiefs now going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Back to you.
From the gun, they run with Michelle. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They come out here in the eye. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Howard. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the 1st, just a gain of 1 there. On 3rd and goal, Howard. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Jordan Howard, as the first half is winding down, as they are now on the board here in the first half. point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7.
Chiefs 14, Patriots 7.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So that one a hold, right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Now Taylor. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to be taken down here, as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line. Now Michelle. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Okay, just like that. Just like that. Watch the safety creep.
Again, it's Michelle. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. So that one will get him halfway to the first down marker. 7 yards makes it 3rd and 7 now.
Number 53, Mike 53. Watch the screen. Pass. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike.
He'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion, give them a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes, he finds Taylor, complete. Give him 7 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. The catch made by Miller. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. First time they've looked his way in this game, he comes through picking up the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run with Taylor. Got the first down and more past midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always...
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. This is Michelle on the counter. A little juke. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
Here we go, D. All day. Defense, all day. Small. No. Check three.
Keeping it on the ground on first, Michelle. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have, as they get him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Mahomes. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 32 on the play.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game.
Quick the edge.
Come attack!
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Mahomes now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the 2 defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slipped free.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Yellow!
Mahomes going to throw. They complete it to Hill. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that will be incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And the kick by Butker is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
One of the selling points of the corner route is usually the receiver is able to move away from the defender. But in this case, he didn't get that far away.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Being chased, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Frank Clark just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now back to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Hey, 43, 15. Protein spill. He's checking.
They'll run with Taylor. And he loses the football a 2nd time.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Yellow. Let's go on, 80. 54. Hey, color. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off.
Now on 2nd and 16. Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. That is a dangerous combination right there as we are learning quickly. Mahomes to Hill.
And think about the number of ways that they are dangerous, because Hill can run past anyone, so he can throw it all the way downfield to him. But also on the shorter catches, as we saw here, catch it underneath, catch it in front of someone, he makes a move or uses his speed, and he's still gone. Either way, he can go the distance.
And either way, good luck. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Taylor. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
You better be afraid of me.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Yellow. Say 43.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Looking to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. New England on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw here. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. They're running it. It's Michel. And trying to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. Sony Michel won't get there. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position.
I don't need to. Let's go, little lady.
On 1st down, it's Taylor. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11, sets them up 1st and goal.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal.
Watch the slack, watch the slack.
Hey, let's go.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
At the Patriots' 11-yard line.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal.
Watch the screen.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Kansas City, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for New England, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.